Fertilizers are basically any product, any material that provides nutrients to the plant. So whether it comes from chemical form, synthetic, organic, manures, etc. They are all fertilizers because they provide nutrients to the plant. To the plant's care, where the fertilizer comes from, plants are interested in getting the nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, whether it comes from a bag of fertilizer or from manure that you apply or compost. Plant doesn't take fertilizer, manure. It takes nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, zinc, manganese. I mean, the things that we also require to build up our body, protein and fat and carbohydrate, whatever. So the same is the case with plants. When fertilizer is applied, whether it is coming from a bag, synthetic fertilizer, or you apply it from manure or compost, the plant takes nutrients that comes out of that fertilizer. So when a plant takes like a nitrogen, which is needed for it for creating protein and so forth, that nitrogen, whether it's coming from a chemical fertilizer or whether it's coming from organic product or from any other source, makes no difference. Nitrogen is nitrogen. Fertilizers are important because, well, I mean, if your soil is very fertile, let's put it this way, if your soil is very fertile, and that happens when you open up a new land, your soil is providing all the nutrients. So basically the soil has a high soil fertility, that's what we'll call it. It's providing all the nutrients. And so there is really no need for an external application of fertilizer, whether it's from, again, any of the sources that I mentioned. Problem comes when you continue to grow crops year after year and you don't have any replenishment. The nutrients are being taken out of the soil or mined from the soil, and then the plants are getting less of one nutrient or the other, and that's affecting their performance. Just like if we have less of zinc in our body, it makes stunted growth and so on. So same thing happens with plants. If we don't apply fertilizers, if we don't apply manures, they will not be growing to their maximum, and so you'll be having lower quantity and as well as lower quality. And I think the quality side is very important for us, because if you are eating food that doesn't have high nutrition, that also affects the nutrition, our own nutrition and health. Yes, fertilizers can be overused, if you want to call it abused, if we apply too much, because plants, like any living beings, have the limits how much they need. So if we overfeed the plants, it will take whatever it needs. Excess is left in the soil, and that's where the problem comes in. The excess nutrients are prone to losses. So if we have heavy rain, you can have leaching losses, runoff losses. If it's applied on soil where there's opportunity for emissions or volatilization loss, gases coming out, so you can have ammonia in the air, you can have nitrous oxide, and all of these things have both environment impact in terms of climate, and ammonia more so in terms of human health. We can, like anything which is good, we can always abuse it and have negative impacts, and that's why making proper use, the right amount, applying at the right time, the right method of application, and the right type of fertilizer that you apply, and this is what we normally call the 4 R's, the 4 rights of nutrient stewardship. If we follow that, to a large extent, we can eliminate many of these issues associated with the negative impact of overuse of fertilizers. I think there is a real need to look into making fertilizers much more climate smart, much more resilient, so that it's not a random thing, but the fertilizers themselves are releasing when the plants need it. And so this would make life a lot easier for the farmers. It will make it environmentally cleaner because you won't have nutrients released happening when plant doesn't need it. So I think that's an area where we should be putting efforts in terms of looking at the next generation of fertilizers.